Attention. You've probably at some point in your life had the experience of looking for something that you just can't find, only to realise that it's there in front of you in plain sight. So what's going on? How come you can sometimes look but not see? And how can you stop it happening so that you make sure that you aren't looking straight at an opportunity that you just can't see? Well, it's all about the way your brain manages your attention. Attention is your brain's system for highlighting the important things around you. And when it's not engaged properly, then you miss opportunities. You can't concentrate on your work. You pass over important information rather than focusing on it. It's also the system that makes sure you don't get distracted by all the unwanted information which can interfere with your ability to think effectively. A mechanism by which you can block out the sights, sounds and smells which cause you to become sidetracked, which encourage unwanted procrastination and which stop you achieving cognitive flow, that optimal state of mind when you're working at your very best. But how does attention work? How does it both let you focus and also make sure you don't miss anything important? And more importantly, how can you improve it, or at least sustain it over the long term? This is the topic of this series. For example, we'll see how attention works more like a strobe light rather than a spotlight, and discuss why this is relevant for making sure you don't miss anything important, and for being adaptable to change. And we'll talk about how your attention and memory systems interact to optimize your focus. Attention is one of the brain's most basic fundamental functions that's instrumental to all aspects of your thinking, emotions and actions. It regulates what you notice, what you select as being important to you, how you switch between different tasks, and how you search effectively through your memory to retrieve the right pieces of information. But your attention is also finite and easily fatigued. It therefore requires careful management and a balanced approach to make sure that you can focus effectively when needed, whilst also giving yourself the required downtime in between to maintain your productivity and efficiency over the longer term. When you're unable to do this, then it rapidly leads down a pathway of stress and burnout, both having long-term negative consequences to your overall well-being. A part of this series will therefore also offer you some tips on how you can sustain your mental focus over time. In a world where you're being constantly bombarded with information from all directions, it's increasingly becoming important to optimize your attention, to make sure that you control what you focus on and what's most relevant to you. This means focusing your attention towards the value outcomes that are going to give the greatest response for you, and not wasting time on less relevant, low-value distractions. Being able to manage and control your attention and focus rather than letting your attentional systems control you by just picking up on things around you that shout the loudest, it's key to avoiding brain overload and to optimize your thinking.